Diệm is a fighter. I mean, he's not somebody that's like boss. He's just going to get out of there. He's a determined figure who's going to stick around and not just think go down fighting. That he's going to have some troops there that are going to fight too. That if it's a failure, that we risk such a hell of a lot. Which the war, as I understood from Bob McNamara, was going reasonably well, and whether just based on these rather flimsy reports that a coup's going to take place in 2 or 3 days, to risk the whole future of the United States in that area from these kind of reports, which are not extensive and which don't go into any detail, which don't list, the reports that have come in from the ambassador, they don't really list our assets or throw out or give a plan as to what's going to occur and how it's going to take place. I would think we have some very large stakes in balance here, and we certainly, I think, should be entitled to know what's going to happen and how it's going to be effective, and not just hope that the coup is going to go through and they're going to be able to work it out satisfactorily. I would think unless we knew we're going to be involved, everybody's going to say that we did it. Then if we think that's the right thing, I think that we should play a major role. I don't think we can go halfway on it because we're going to get the blame for it. If it's a failure, I would think Diem's going to tell us to get the hell out of the country, and he's going to have enough with his intelligence to know that in these contacts and these conversations, and he's going to capture these people. They're going to say the United States is behind it. I would think that we're just going down the road to disaster. Now, maybe this is going to be successful, but I don't think that any reports that I've seen indicate that anybody has a plan to show where this is going. And I think this cablegram sent out like it is indicates that we're willing to go ahead with the coup, but we think that we should have a little bit more information.
I must say that I agree with the Secretary General, Mr. President. I found absolutely no suggestion the military didn't have their heart thoroughly in the war and very little in politics. I'll even go a step farther in saying even a successful coup, I would think would be definitely an immediate setback to the conduct of war. First, because we'll have a completely inexperienced government. And secondly, because the provincial chiefs who were so essential to the conduct of the coup will all be changed. They've taken over a year now to develop any really effective working in that area. So while the most optimistic case in the long term just might be that in the short term is going to be bad.
I think our opinion is somewhat the same with General Taylor expressed. We think that even a unsuccessful coup would be disastrous. A successful coup, in our opinion, I feel very definitely this way, to create a period of political confusion under Reagan that would seriously affect the war for a period of time which is not possible to estimate. Might be disastrous.
Well, isn't it that our correlation of forces are that they're almost even in the immediate Saigon area? If that is true, then of course it doesn't make any sense to have a coup. Unless he has information or they can produce information which we can balance force quite easily from the side of the rebels, then it seems to me that we should discourage it at this time.
Balance of force or tactic of surprise and of takeover, which is what a coup is. I think the basic thing is that we do not want regimental combat teams in a mishmash of a 3-day war in Saigon.
I think we ought to name the units that we think are either endowed or belong to Diem unless they can indicate command support in those units.